Blessings, everybody. This is Dale. Thank you so much for joining with me today on the Word Podcast. We are pressing on in Romans. We're in the 5th chapter. And let me tell you, folks, in Romans, you would do well. And that's one of the reasons that we're taking a greater part of a year to preach through Romans, to do blogs and podcasts and things like that. If you take your time, if you read what it says, if you meditate upon it, if you'll read the balance of Scripture in relationship to this, in other words, if it's talking about Abraham, go read the story of Abraham. Okay? If you will do that, then you will see what the truth is of the Scripture. You'll see what the truth is. And you say, well, doesn't everybody do that? Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. As a matter of fact, there are entire denominations that have come about because people don't do that. They disagree over an interpretation of a particular phrase, and they wind up separating because of that. You do really, really well to pay attention. And this 5th chapter, 6th chapter, 7th chapter, 8th chapter, I mean, so many things here. So just read it repeatedly, read it carefully, read it slowly, and meditate upon it. Don't be in a hurry. Verse 14 of Romans 5 says this: Yet death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over those whose sinning was not like the transgression of Adam, who was a type of the one who was to come. So we talked about this in the previous episode. Verse 15, the reason I read it is because the first word in verse 15, but. So if you're just sitting here and somebody says, okay, turn to Romans 5:15, today's message is going to be about, and they start with, but the free gift, and they don't tell you what came before, then you're getting an incomplete insight into it. Okay? It's really important to get the complete context. Verse 15, but the free gift is not like the trespass. Well, what trespass? Well, the transgression that's being talked about here of what Adam did. For if many through one man's trespass, if many died through one man's trespass, so he's saying what? If many people died because of one man's trespass, which he's already laid out in the previous verses of how when Adam rebelled against God, sin came in the world and death came in the world because of sin. So many died because of one man's trespass. Much more have the grace of God and the free gift by the grace of that one man, Jesus Christ, abounded for many. Now, we've been seeing this juxtaposition between two men, one man here, one man there. Here, they're finally defined. We see the first one is Adam, but look what he's saying. The free gift is not like what happened with the trespass with Adam. Many died because of that one man's trespass. Much more have the grace of God and the free gift by the grace of that one man, Jesus Christ, abounded for many. So the grace of God and the free gift by the grace of Jesus Christ has abounded for many. Well, what's the free gift? We're about to learn some more on what's the grace, but we've already seen it, folks. It's the free gift and the grace of what the Lord did for us by dying on the cross. What he did to bring us into reconciliation with the Father. Verse 16, and the free gift is not like the result of that one man's sin. You notice how it's repeated, free gift, free gift. We see grace, grace, grace. But it's not like the result of the one man's sin. For the judgment following the one trespass brought condemnation. But the free gift following many trespasses brought justification. So, the one man's sin, the judgment of that brought condemnation, brought sin, brought death, not only to the one man and woman, but to all of mankind, because sin entered into the world and thereby death did. But with the free gift of the one man, Jesus Christ, following many trespasses brought justification. New American Standard says, let me find it. But on the other hand, the free gift arose from many transgressions, resulting in justification. Let me see what the King James says. But the free gift is of many offenses unto justification. So what does that mean? I mean, if you just read it at the surface level quickly, you think, well, did Jesus commit many trespasses and offenses and transgressions. No. What it's saying is that he took on those trespasses, those transgressions, those offenses. He took on the many, and by doing this, brought justification. He died for all mankind and all their sins. Now, verse 17 says this: for if, because of one man's trespass, that's Adam, death reigned through that one man, much more will those who receive the abundance of grace and the free gift of righteousness reign in life through the one man, Jesus Christ. So he's reiterating things. He's describing things. He's telling us things. To the one man's trespass, death reigned. Okay? And death reigns to this day. If you live long enough, you're going to die. Right? Death is imminent. But much more so, more than that, for those who receive the abundance of grace and the free gift of righteousness reign in life through the one man, Jesus Christ. So death reigns now. But to those who receive, that right there is the operative phrase that I think a lot of people totally miss and sort of gloss over in their arguments and their stances of how to interpret things, okay? Those who receive, what are they receiving? They're receiving the abundance of grace. In other words, it's grace, and it's grace abounding. It's grace with plenty. The abundance of grace and the free gift of righteousness. When they do that, they reign in life. In other words, these are what we call believers. They have received the abundance of grace. They have received the free gift of righteousness. Now we no longer reign in death. We reign in life. We're going to see a lot more about this in the next few chapters, where we're going to be encouraged to die to self. The old man, the old flesh, will seek to rise up in life, but we're to put it to death. You're going to see this picture of death and life. We are empowered positionally to reign in life through the one man, Jesus Christ. Well, here's the question, though. How do you receive the abundance of grace? How do you receive the free gift of righteousness? I know you already know this, but again, driving home the point so much, continually driving home. We receive when we believe. When we believe what has been expressed to this point in time of the gospel. Remember from the very beginning of Romans, the gospel is the power of God unto salvation. And that those who have been saved are declared to be righteous, and the righteous shall live by faith. And then he makes the argument, hey, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, so you need to believe. When you believe, you receive the abundance of grace, and you receive the free gift of righteousness, and you reign in life through the one man, Jesus Christ. Does this not explain a lot of stuff, folks? I mean, it really, really does. If you pay attention, just see what it says, and it is something to continually and constantly rejoice over. Well, again, I'm Dale. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.